Hi guys, my name is Rich and welcome to another Gundam action figure review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Guntank. Very simple figure when compared to most other Gundam action figures. It doesn't come with any accessories, but cool thing about this figure is the scale of it. I don't think the scale of it is exactly correct, but when compared to like one of the Zegoks that I have here, you can see the height difference. I would think that the Guntank is actually supposed to be larger, but I haven't seen the show in a very long time. This toy was actually created originally back in 2000, so it's like 11 years old, so you can imagine it's been a long time since I've kind of seen the show. The show that this figure came out from was a show called Mobile Suit Gundam. It was the original anime Gundam shows. It was the first one, came out a long time ago for most of us, and very cool, very accurate to the way it looks in the show and in the various video games that I've seen the Guntank in. Very cool. The treads are a very nice detail to add to the figure, but it is kind of sad that they don't move at all. It's just plastic. It is good that they are a very flexible plastic, though. Like most Gundam figures, they are flexible, so that they definitely have lasted me through the ages, because I can't tell you how many hours I've logged when I was younger playing with Gundams. I mean, they're awesome things with imagination, just incredible, awesome fun time. Now, from the show, this particular model was supposed to be, I believe, it was a prototype that was with the RX-77 gun cannon and the RX-78 Gundam. So there were actually just three prototype suits. They had the Guntank, the gun cannon, and the Gundam. Later, well, because like the only thing that really matters is that originally when they designed the Guntank, it actually had space for two pilots. One, I believe, operated, well, it was driving and I think the cannons, and then the other operated the arms, if I remember correctly. And then after one of the other pilots died, they ended up converting it so that only one person piloted it. Now, I gotta say though, I don't know if I'd really want to be the guy sitting up here at the very top, right next to these big cannons, just because, I mean, if you're in a huge tank-like mobile suit, you know that everybody's going to shoot at you just because of the amount of damage you can do. I mean, look at it. He's got huge cannons, and then on the arms, I believe that these were supposed to be like mini rockets. They weren't missiles. They were like miniature rockets that it launched. But that never made sense to me. I don't understand why it wasn't actually like giant, bullets. That's what I would imagine. But anyway, that's just a little bit about the anime of it. It's a very cool figure. They even got the detail here on the bottom where the junk jets would actually be, so that it could actually, jump a bit or maneuver in space. Because these on the back are actually, I believe, the exhaust that come off of from the gunfires. It has some place to, dissipate the heat and everything else. Very cool figure. Not a lot of articulation, though. The head, however, is articulated. It can look up and down. A little bit to the sides. It's kind of obviously blocked because of the cannon mounts. Both cannons can go up all the way. Can stand up, literally aiming straight up and then down. If they ever come off, they're easily just reattached, just like most Gundam pieces. The arms here, that's about as high as it can reach. It can go forward, can rotate 360, you can flip it all the way around if you want. Whee! And then the articulation has it around the bicep, can rotate. Then there's articulation at the elbow, and it rotates here at the actual, like where the fingers would be. And I think that's really cool because instead of just saying, okay, here you go, kids, here's an arm, they actually give it so that you can rotate it just like it is in the show. And I like it when they do that type of stuff. I mean, it doesn't take much, it just adds so much more to each of the figures. And then also has rotation at the torso. I would not recommend rotating it all the way around, but I guess you could. There is no articulation here at the base. It's just the base of the figure. Very cool. It is obviously a cool collectible to add to your collection if you're a collector, or if you really like the original Mobile Suit Gundam series. So, overall, though, I will give it, not counting so much that the treads don't work, I don't know if maybe they could necessarily get them to work at the price range that these originally came out, because it is a good amount of plastic, and there are other moving parts and details and everything. So I would say, and the one thing I did like about Gundams, at least with this one, it has a lot of paint detail into it, a lot better than some of the others. So I would say, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. Usually if there's something on the figure that doesn't work, I usually end up counting it off, but the thing is usually in most toys, whenever you get one that has tank treads, the treads don't usually move anyway. What usually moves is they usually put little dorky wheels at the bottom. So frankly, for me, if you're not going to be able to make it so that the treads work, which would be difficult because of all these different moving wheels that would have to rotate and, then the treads would fall off and all kinds of stuff, that I'd rather them not have the little dorky wheels at the bottom. Just personally, because then it would be standing up like here, so it's like got this ghost space because of the dorky wheels, and then when it rolls, you go, and I don't, that just bugs me. So, I will say a 5 out of 5. I like it, it's cool, but it's maybe not one of the biggest must-haves that are out there. You know what I mean? Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. And again, as always, what do you guys think about this? Do you think it's kind of meh? It's all right, or I personally think they did a really good job on it. As far as making the guy inside all yellow, whatever. No one's really gonna care. Personally, I think I'd probably prefer if there wasn't a person there, but whatever. Anyway, guys, see ya.